Hey everyone, Coach Investor back to another video for today. So let's talk about Rivian again. This is an update video on the last one I made. If you remember, the last one was, is Rivian the easiest short of the decade? Since then, the stock is down 50-60% or so. But then again, not a genius. This was bound to happen. And especially with the current market situation, most of those overvalued companies went down and down hard. So the likes of Rivian, Lucid, and all the others came down even more. Now, in this video, we're going to have a look at their numbers that they mentioned during the last quarterly earnings, some specific numbers, then a little upgrade from an analyst. Not really an upgrade, he did have a buy rating, but he lowered his price target again. I'm going to talk about a couple of stuff that they mentioned during the earnings call, and then some notes from the CFO. So if you're interested in all of that, just sit back and relax, maybe hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. So first things first, the numbers. So these are already known numbers, 100,000, the EDV initial order from Amazon, still there, but we're going to have a talk about that order in just a bit. The net pre-orders for the R1 in the United States and Canada as of March 8, 2022 reach approximately 83,000 vehicles. So that's after the price change that most Rivian fans weren't really happy to hear. But then they made some changes. It's only on new orders, not on the older ones. Also, this 83,000 number means that since the last time we had some numbers at the end of October, that number increased by 30,000. So quite nice to see, especially if you're a Rivian shareholder. The numbers don't lie here. But let's go even deeper. So the planned annual capacity between Normal and Georgia plants is approximately 600,000. These numbers on paper, yes, might seem impressive, but right now they're nowhere near that actual number. We also talked about that in the previous video. I highly suggest you go watch that. It's going to be in the top right corner. Now they continue, they have 3 vehicles launched in the United States, the R1T, R1S, and the EDV. As of March 8, 2022, they produced 2,425 vehicles since the start of production. And in 2022 alone, they produced 1,410, also as of March 8. By the time you're watching this video, they've probably produced many more vehicles. Maybe not many more, but more than 1,410. Now they're talking about their outlook. Basically, the goal was 40,000 vehicles for 2022. That number got reduced to 25,000. The reason is constrained by the supply chain. Now, obviously, right now, that won't really be resolved very quickly. Also, the raw materials prices keep going higher. So in the short term, they will have to take a hit themselves. They cannot raise prices again and again because, well, there is competition right now. So the people have choices. They can choose the competitors and not Rivian, especially if they keep raising prices. So they will take a hit, and it's not like they're going to be profitable anytime soon. And also their total expenses, their net loss, R&D are extremely high. Also, if you compare that to Tesla, so there is some issues here. We're going to have a look at those numbers in a bit, but first, I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You all know how much I love researching new stocks and trying to find the next best investment. So I'm proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 free stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Now, Stock Advisor has beat the market by more than 4x. So all you have to do is go to fool.com/couchinvestor to get your free 10 stock picks now. All right, so first up, total operating expenses for Q4 grew to $2.071 billion. Just to show you how much Tesla was, $2.23 billion. Now, yes, Rivian had a $663 million non-cash expense and $277 million stock-based compensation, but that still leads to $1.1 billion in operating expenses. If you do the same for Tesla, they're not far behind as well. And we all know the state between Tesla and Rivian right now, Rivian barely produces vehicles. Tesla record after record. It doesn't stop there. Research and development expense in Q4 was $726 million. If you compare that to Tesla again, last quarter Tesla reported research and development expense of $740 million, a record for the company. Again, there's a big difference between what Tesla is doing right now and Rivian. But still, the expenses, the R&D, match closely. You might ask yourself what the heck is going on there at Rivian. Now, I do want to repeat myself over and over every time I talked about a Tesla competitor, and that's the fact that I do like Rivian. I do like their vehicles, I do like the way they look, the design and everything they're trying to do. Not a Rivian hater, but the numbers don't lie. Right now, very, very difficult to justify an investment in Rivian, especially when you have Tesla and the numbers that they produce. That said, still a big fan of what they're trying to do and the way their vehicles look. Now, let's go to the next topic, which is the analyst price target. So we've got a price target cut by Mizuho Securities on Thursday, so last Thursday, cut from $100 to $95, but the analyst kept a buy rating on the stock, telling investors in the know that supply constraint and delivery efforts could improve in the second half of the year. Right now, Rivian trades at around $46, so quite a nice upside. I do want to mention this because this is extremely important since Rivian started as a pickup truck SUV type of companies. I do feel this is the good way to start, especially now with the immense competition that there is out there. So the analyst here also adjusted first and second half delivery estimates while noting that 75 to 80% of US auto sales are pickup trucks and SUVs, and Rivian's R1S, R1T portfolio positions the company well. And I do have to agree with them. The choices that they made to go with SUVs and pickup truck is an extremely good one. Instead of going with a 2-seater, 4-seater sedan or whatnot, they went that way. And we all know Americans love their SUVs and their pickup trucks. Now, one more extra point before I start concluding this video. So the CFO said that Rivian plans to deliver 10,000 delivery vans to Amazon already in 2022. If that happens, that will be an extremely good boost for the company, for the balance sheet as well. But let's see if that actually happens. One last thing with regards to the earnings call. So Adam Jonas, we all know who that is, says here, hey, thanks everybody. So RJ and Claire, in your S1 late last year, you had at the time 55,400 orders for the R1, and you stated that you expected to deliver those vehicles by late 2023. Can you confidently reiterate that you could deliver the 55,000 R1 by late 2023 today? Also, we've talked about that in the first video, we did some calculations and we found out it was extremely strange what they actually said that could happen and what was actually happening. So again, if you want to watch that, it's going to be in the top right corner. To that, RJ answered, hi Adam, yes, we can confidently say that we'll be able to deliver the 55,000 vehicle by the end of 2023. And as you heard from Claire and I, right now the real constraint for our production is within the supply chain. And this has been a major focus for us. Every morning starts with thinking about which supplier we need to go to speak and push harder on to make sure they're ramping as fast as the rest of our production line. But ultimately, our ability to ramp this year will continue to be gated by supplier ramps. And as you know, it's not all the bill of materials, it's just a small fraction of the bill of materials where we're having some of the supplier constraints. Again, all of these tidbits here could be used later this year or later next year when they do not hit their goal, which might be expected. But then again, time will tell. So to conclude, although Rivian is down 55% year to date, it is still worth $41 billion, which to me doesn't really make sense. If you want to pay such a high multiple for Rivian, why not just go with Tesla? Because Tesla also has high multiples, but at least it is producing and delivering and having record after record quarters. So it has proven itself already. Why go with the other riskier business? Also, if you want to pay $41 billion, can show you a full list of other companies that are profitable or that are very, very close to be profitable, that are also worth around $41 billion and that are very, very promising. Now, if Rivian drops another 50%, things might get interesting. Will that happen? I don't know. But right now, I really don't see why Rivian would be a buy when you could choose Tesla or other companies that are valuated at the same price as Rivian. So that will be it for this video. Thank God I reached the end of it because I'm still having COVID effects, but hey, I look healthy, I look nice, right? I took some colors on my ski trip. So that will be it for this video. If you liked it, consider leaving a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.